Chinese Zodiac Ox. Chinese Zodiac Ox, personality traits. The image of the Chinese Zodiac Ox is that of a steady, meticulous, and diligent creature. When performing a task, Ox is extremely attentive to detail and will ensure that everything is completed correctly. Due to this mentality, the Ox personality tends to be perceived as firm and unyielding. Their reserved nature gives others the impression that they do not know how to unwind, and their sense of humor is typically dry. When in a social setting, those born under the Chinese sign of the Ox tend to turn inward and observe the throng passively. This can manifest in an unyielding personality, one who insists that things be done their way or get out of their way. They will provide sound advice and can be relied upon to be completely predictable and reliable. On the surface, they may appear to lack understanding of passion and ambition. This is not wholly true, but they do need a strong support system to thrive. Chinese Ox Zodiac Sign Strengths. Chinese oxen are diligent, trustworthy, and cautious by nature. Their thoroughness and commitment to seeing initiatives to completion make them excellent leaders. In Chinese astrology, the ox's trait of tenacity makes it difficult to deter them from a course of action, which is an admirable trait. Always focusing on the end objective, but with the patience to see the path ahead, clearly devoid of moral questions. They have a propensity for empathy, a level mind, and a strong propensity for honesty. Chinese Ox Zodiac Sign Weaknesses. The epithet bullheaded can be an apt description of the Ox Zodiac sign. They tend toward prudishness and have poor communication skills. If permitted to run amok, their resoluteness can result in an inability to change course or see alternative solutions to a problem. Because of this, Ox can frequently be completely unwilling to consider alternative methods. Chinese Zodiac Ox Career. The Chinese Ox is a sturdy and dependable employee in the workplace. They will ensure that all the I's and T's are dotted and all the T's are crossed for any assignment you assign them. Their priority is ensuring that the task is completed accurately the first time. Attempting to convince the Oxman or Oxwoman to alter their methods may cause them to dig in their hooves and stop working. Oxen can be led down a different path with cautious yoking, but they must be properly goaded to avoid becoming stubborn. Chinese Ox is a boss. The sign of the Chinese Ox is sturdy and dependable, and he avoids taking unnecessary risks. You can rest assured that his staff and business will take precedence over most other matters. If they lack vision, this is the worst possible scenario. The Ox will fixate its gaze and direct the company, your team, or whoever is in command precisely where it desires to go. Knowing when to request a raise is essential when interacting with an Ox boss. They will be aware of your performance because it is the sort of thing they pay close attention to. You'll also want to consider the economic climate. The Ox personality undoubtedly will. Chinese Ox as a coworker. If the path ahead is plain and mapped out, the Ox is an excellent working partner. They are not exceptionally sociable, but they can function reasonably well as co-workers. Know that their work will be consistent and dependable, but do not anticipate a dynamic partner. It can function as a barrier between those who work with these Ox characteristics and external instability. The male and female Ox are ill-equipped to cope with the inconsistencies of the commanding staff or a changing work environment. Learn their patterns and how to interact with them if you work with Ox. Then, provide them with modifications and updates based on this information, and Ox will be able to concentrate on their task for which they are adapted. Chinese Zodiac Sign Ox Money. The Chinese Ox takes great solace in a solid financial foundation. The same attention to detail is applied to financial matters as well. When deciding how much to spend, they take into account both long-term and short-term returns. It is not true that oxen cannot spend money on purely luxurious products. However, they will understand how it fits into their overall strategy, and you can be certain that they can afford it. This can be problematic, as their reluctance to spend can result from their caution. Dating a Chinese Zodiac Ox. As with everything else, Ox is dependable and stable in relationships. They will endure the burdens without complaint because they view it as part of their relationship obligation. They are not good at dealing with clingy companions because they are fiercely independent and rely primarily on themselves, but they can help anyone in a time of need. Initially, a person with the Ox sign may appear unapproachable. Their lack of open sociability makes it difficult for them to establish new relationships, but when they do, They form strong bonds. It is essential to keep your past relationships private. The ox can be quite possessive. While they may recognize that you have a past, it is best not to fixate on it or make it a part of your past that they must confront directly. While they will welcome any children from your past into their family, don't expect those born in the year of the ox to have a friendly relationship with your former. Chinese zodiac ox, love. Once the engine is running, the Chinese ox can be a remarkably passionate lover. They enjoy life and will partake in every carnal pleasure one can offer, particularly if it involves food, drink, and physical contact. Their preferences tend towards those who are earthy in nature, round and voluptuous, and exude a sense of stability. Those with whom the ox chooses to devote their lives are characterized by an air of confidence and authority, combined with strict behavior and a ready, earthy laugh. Their placid exterior conceals a rumbling volcano of untapped lust and fire. Years of the ox. Februari 11, 1937, January 3, 1938, January 29, 1929, Februari 16, 1950, Februari 5, 1961, Februari 4, 1962, Februari 3, 1973, January 22, 1974, Februari 20, 1985, Februari 8, 1986, Februari 7, 1997, January 27, 1998, January 26, 2009, February 3, 2010, February 12, 2021, January 31, 2022, January 31, 2023, February 18, 2024. Chinese horoscope and numerological associations. Western zodiac, the Capricorn zodiac sign corresponds to the ox sign. Earthly branch of birth year. Zhou is associated with the ox. Chinese elements. 2. Earth is the earthly element. Yin-yang orientation. Yin is symbolic of the Chinese ox. Lucky herbs, peach blossom, tulip, and evergreen are lucky ox plants. Lucky direction. Lucky directions for the ox are north, south, and southeast. Lucky season. The lucky season for the ox sign is winter. Lucky colors. Red, blue, and purple are lucky ox colors. Unlucky colors. Green and white are not good colors for the oxen. Lucky numbers 1, 9 are good luck numbers for the ox. Unlucky numbers 3, 4 are unlucky numbers for the ox Chinese sign. Chinese horoscope ox compatibility. The ox get along well with the rat, rooster, and snake, but the Chinese compatibility with the dog and the sheep is very bad.